Good morning, students. In previous classes, we discussed about acids and bases. Today we are going to discuss about salts. Let's start. Next, we are going to study about the preparation of different materials from common salt. The first one, there are different materials, that is sodium hydroxide, baking soda, baking powder. These materials can make from common salt, that is the common salt will be brown in color because of the presence of impurities in it. Look at this picture. Here you can see the common salt. And the first one, sodium hydroxide. The sodium hydroxide is making by the process of decomposition of NaCl. The NaCl electrically passed through and decompose it, and we will get the product NaOH, Cl2 and H2. We will get three products. These three products are very useful. The chlorine gas will be in the side of anode and hydrogen gas will be in the side of cathode, and we will get sodium hydroxide solution near the cathode. Thus all products are very useful for different purposes. We can use H2 as a fuels, ammonia for fertilizers, and Cl2 as water treatment and the production of PVC, and we can use the NaOH making soaps and detergents, paper making, etc. We can use all this product for different purposes, and thus all products are made from NaCl, common salt. And the next one, bleaching powder. We are using chlorine gas for the manufacture of bleaching powder. Here we passed the Cl2 through the dry slaked lime, and we will get the product bleaching powder and H2O. And the uses are for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in laundry, etc. And we can use as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries, and we can use it for the disinfectant in the drinking water to make free of germs. And the next one, baking soda. We can make baking soda from a common salt. Its chemical name, sodium hydrogen carbonate. It's very important to study. Its chemical name, sodium hydrogen carbonate. And it's produced using sodium chloride. We are using sodium chloride as a raw material, and we also use here NaCl, H2O, CO2 and NH3. NH3 means ammonia. We will get the product ammonium chloride and sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda. And when we heat the baking soda, we will get sodium carbonate, H2O and CO2. Here the CO2 helps to making cakes and etc. These uses are for making baking powder. We are using baking soda for making baking powder. Baking powder is a mixture of baking soda and a mild edible acid like tartaric acid. When baking powder is heated or mixed in water, following reactions take place. When it heated, we will get the product will be CO2 plus H2O plus sodium salt of acid. And we can use it as a ingredient in antacids. And antacids neutralizes excess acids in the stomach and provide relief from stomach problems. And you use it in soda acid fire extinguishers. We can use as a fire extinguisher. And the next one, washing soda. It's obtained from sodium chloride. From the process, recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda, and it's basic salt. It's a basic salt, and its uses. It is used in glass, soap, and paper industries, and used in manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax, and can be used as a cleaning aid for domestic purposes, and use it for removing permanent hardness of water. And next we are going to discuss about water of crystallization and plaster of Paris. Here we want to find out crystals of salt are really dry or if any water content added in it. Yes, we are going to do an activity. The activity is take a dry boiling tube and a few crystal copper sulfate in it and heat the copper sulfate. Observe the color of copper sulfate. And after the color change, add 2 to 3 drops of water on the copper sulfate. So the first color will be blue color. After heating, we will get a white color. That is the color loss. And after that, when we add 2 or 3 drops, the color return. The blue color return. That is, copper sulfate crystals contain water of crystallization. When we heat the crystals, water is removed and the salt return white. If the crystals are moistened again with water, blue color of the crystals reappear. That means salt contain water. Some salts contain water. This is the experiment. And the last one, plaster of Paris. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses water molecules and become calcium sulfate hemihydrate. That is plaster of Paris. And the applications are plaster of Paris is used as a plaster for supporting fractured bones in the right position by the doctors, and also used for making toys, materials for decoration, and for making surfaces smooth. This is all about plaster of Paris. So, our chapter is completed with this. In this class, we discussed about salts, the different types of salts and the pH of salts, and we also discussed about different materials that made by salts. And all should read your textbook, write the notes and study well. Thank you.